All right, we're back for another episode. Another Saturday, 10 o'clock. Look at me starting on time and everything. Big thanks, first of all, to Peter Cimetti, Alterna Comics, for having me on their live stream tonight. They're having an art auction tonight over there. In fact, they're doing it right now with exclusively Alterna artwork from Alterna artists. I only had a few pieces. If I actually had more Alterna artwork, I would have been directing everybody from here over to there, because that's where I would have been until about midnight. But I am going to be there tomorrow for the full show. And so if you go to Alterna Comics YouTube channel, I will be there along with Peter Cimetti and everybody else starting at 8:30 p.m. Standard Eastern Time. And I think it goes till about midnight or so. I think it's if I remember the last time we were doing some stuff. A lot of fun. We have a lot of fun over there. It's like honored to be part of the group. So just needed to mention that first, because that's where I was right before I signed on here. So let's see who's in the room with us right now. Let's see, Christopher. What's up, dude? Glad you're hanging out with us. Look at that, Christopher, out the gate with a cool idea. Let me see. How about Jasmine, Nira, and Witchblade? A nice matchup with all three of them. We're working on chipboard tonight. That might actually be super cool. And that's the first idea of the evening. So let's start going in that direction. Christy Hand, what's up, man? Chris also seconds it. Nira with her holding the lamp. Yep. That's a good idea. Ken Albert, what's up, man? Glad you're hanging out with us. All right, well, let's start sketching, dude. Let me get some little reference here for Jasmine. That way, make sure we get those things started right. And I'm gonna try and fit all three of these girls in here. We'll do a piece that's a little bit different than what we've been doing. I think that would be very cool. Have these sexy girls together hanging out. I love that there was already an idea in the chat for the piece for tonight. Very, very cool. Gives us a nice little direction, nice little starting point. I just want to make sure I'm looking over at my reference a little bit. I got a little reference. Just get my phone off to the side here to make sure I get Jasmine's features, you know. Always love Jasmine. I'll look up at the chat in a minute, make sure I'm not gonna fall behind on you guys. Hopefully everybody had a good Halloween and all that good stuff. We had a pretty fun time here at the Old Mouse House. Give Jasmine a little smile here. I love drawing with these pencils on the toned chipboard. Has a very, very cool look. All right, let's see who's in the room. I looked down for just a couple seconds, and now I've fallen behind. I've fallen behind. Platinum, what's up, dude? Platinum says, got my package today, Mr. Mouse. Someone roughed it up a bit. How is everyone? God, dude, I hope the artwork is okay. Please let me know that everything is okay inside that box. We package it pretty good. We try to make it as bulletproof as we can. And Abu, possibly. We'll see if we can fit Abu in here. I'm not sure. We'll see. Yeah. Kevin Green says, what have I missed? Well, I'll tell you what, Kevin, before I even signed on, Christopher already had an idea in the chat, maybe mixing up Jasmine and Nira and Witchblade together in a piece. So this might be the three of them kind of. I know the lamp's going to be in here somewhere. Maybe they'll be just kind of chilling out, all sexy. I'm not really sure. We'll see what the paper says. We'll see what the paper says. Platinum says, everything thus far, I'm afraid. Thus far, I am afraid. Everything is bad or everything is good? And it got me scared. You got me scared. Kevin Green was thinking the aftermath of Halloween for the art. Yeah, it might fit that theme. Good evening, good sir. Ken Caesar in the house, everybody. Yes, indeed. Platinum says, not much. You gotta let me know that all your artwork is okay inside that box, man. Got me scared. Ken Albert says, at Kevin Green, just everyone saying hello. Didn't miss much. All right, cool. Yes. I know, gents. Jasmine rubbing a lamp, and Nira comes out. That's a good part. We're going to see where this goes. We'll see how the spacing works out between the characters. Oh, please tell me that the gentlemen are here. Cool. The suggestion was a Jasmine Nira crossover. Yes. Exactly. What about rosemary, sage, and thyme? I always say thyme. I don't know why they spell it like that. I'm not good with the cooking. So Nira in a sheer outfit? Okay. Platinum says, yeah, it's great. It was so heavy. True, there's more stuff in there than usual. This is true. I'm glad it got you. Waffle as Abu. That would be funny. Platinum says Witchblade should be coming out of the lamp. That's a good idea. I kind of like that. Let's see. Kevin says, okay, you got the art. Now you can forward it to the next fan. I don't think that's how that works. You're trying to fool people. All right, let me sharpen this up just a little bit, and we'll see if we can't finish Jasmine here. Figure out where everybody else is going to be situated. Yeah, this will be cool. There we go. Just wanted to make sure I got her eyes kind of situated the way I was thinking. I like her huge Dorito earrings. I almost feel like, look at this, my lead just broke. I almost feel like it wouldn't even look like her as much without those giant earrings. These things are huge. All right. There we go. Just want to make sure I got those little details in there okay. That way we've got something to build on. Let's see here. Ken Zazer says, yeah, Witchblade in a sheer genie outfit. I actually kind of like that idea. I think they should all have some kind of sheer outfit thing going on. Make sure I get her little headband thing here situated. There we go. There we go. Don't mean to be quiet for so long. I was just trying to make sure I get that line in the right spot. This is fun. It's fun including Jasmine in a piece like this. This would be cool. Just want to make sure I get the shape of her hair the way I was thinking it should be, and I think I got it. I think it's good. I think the paper's agreeing with it. There we go. Once I get past this little part here, I'll see where you guys are at. Catch up with you guys. There has to be a way for me to superimpose some VR glasses so I can see the chat while I'm actually drawing at the same time. There we go. We're getting somewhere now. Let's see. Ken Albury says, "You thirsty boys. Next week I'm requesting Amish Nira." Blyden says, "Not my cat and mouse 2B though. It's going up on the wall." You hear Cat back here in the background? She is working away, but she appreciates that sentiment. This is good. It makes her happy. Ken says, "Boo, Ken Beta." Blender says, "Nira can make Amish sexy though. She can make it work. She can make it work." Kevin says, "Jasmine in something little, Leia in something little, Deja in something little. All the overlooked Disney princesses." Turn that butter, Nira. Exactly. Kevin says, "What are you doing in the butter?" It moistens the skin. Or you get the hose again. Yeah, Kevin says, "You said something is huge, Bill, other than her eyes?" That's for the paper to decide. We'll see. We're getting closer. We're getting closer to that part of the drawing. I gotta find out what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen with that? It's like I'm finding out at the same time you're finding out. I have no idea what the paper's gonna do. But I'm thinking something sheer is probably in order. Just make sure we get the right proportions we're looking for. Yeah, give her earrings just a little bit of drip. Spend that much money on earrings, man. You want it to look good. All right, just a couple little highlights to get us going. All right, let me try and catch up with you guys a little bit. Ken says, wouldn't be mad if it was Malka as Jasmine. Okay, I got you. Right? Yeah, perhaps that sounds slick. You must put in a little tiny Barbara Eden. Oh, that's a pretty good idea. I like that idea. Have a true I Dream of Jeannie moment. In the proper size that she would be coming out of the bottle. In fact, let me see here. Let me look up something real quick so I can just make sure I get some little reference right here. I Dream of Jeannie. Because you know that's right. Yeah, we'll get some images here. That'll be good. And we got some little reference to work with. There we go. Just making sure I got it safely on my screen before I turn away from it and it disappears. Okay, that should be enough. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. There we go. Cool.
go take David to work.
Oh, got you.
Mhm.
Well, everybody say good night to Kat. She's
Bye.
she's got to go run some errands. Got to do some things. So she's leaving the studio for a little bit.
Yep.
All right, you be safe out there.
Mm-hmm.
Love you.
Right here being a donut.
All right, love you, Kathy.
I love you too. I'll be back in a little bit.
All right.
Oh, I did have my purse up here. Oh, I need that. My keys.
Gotta have your keys.
My keys.
Not gonna get too far without those.
All right. Love you.
Love you too, big girl. Be safe.
Hello. Bye.
Mwah. All right, let's see here. Got our sheer jasmine going on. This is good. This is good. Make sure I get the right shape I'm looking for. And yeah, there we go. I figure she likes her little genie pants to ride kind of low. You know how them genies are. And then we're gonna see how everything else is gonna fit in. Let's see the rest of her hair back here. You know, instead of pants, we're gonna do like a little sheer mini skirt kind of thing here. You're gonna sharpen this up, yeah? This pencil's almost gone. Look at it. This pencil's gonna go away here. I got some on backup. Now I did fall a little behind. Well, let me catch up a little bit with the chat here. That's half of the whole point of me coming on. I want to hang out with you guys. So let me see what's going on here. Yeah, Kevin is saying, Ken Sazer, doesn't Witchblade have a small enough outfit as it is? You actually want to cover her up some? Platinum says, well, that way, Kevin, the club version can be all see-through. See, now you're thinking. Now you're thinking ahead. You're thinking like a mouse. Kevin says, if you win this, you can give Jasmine her own TSOTG collar. Oh, this is true. This is true. We can always modify it up a little bit to whoever wins the piece. That's awesome. Kevin says, I see right through what you're saying, Platinum Opera. Platinum says, okay, I'm going to assume that doesn't mean that Star Wars guy thing. What is TSOTG? Yes, you're on the right track. You're on the right track. Platinum says hi to Kat, and thank you for doing it. I know I'm a little bit behind because she already left the room, but she heard your comments from before, so that's good. That made her happy. That hanging up the art on the wall. She's all happy about that stuff. It's a secret. Platinum says, I do wish the chat could have seen the Nira and Lady Death piece you finished. They look fantastic. I really liked working on that piece. That piece was really, really a lot of fun. And that piece is going to end up, I've got it planned. I've got it lined up with some other pieces that are going to end up on the club. So there'll be a color version that's on Club Corrupt. And if for the regular version, it just has the color and they still have their costumes on and everything, I'll make that a public post so that way everybody can see it and you could download the high-res version of it. And then there'll be a mod, like a nude mod later on, and that one will be just for club members, of course. So that way you guys can also see that and download it. Kevin says, what I would say is to find a copy of the Nira X Nudes book and you will have your eyes opened. Yeah, that's from a while back. That's original. That's original recipe right there. Kevin says, give Bill permission to post the art plot and we will see the art. Well, there you go. But don't worry. It's like I said, it's going to be posted up on the club. And the regular version of it, I'll make sure that one's a public post. So that way, even if you're not a member of the club, you still get to see it. So that would be cool. Ken Albury says, wow, how many here know who Barbara Eden is? I know. I Dream of Jeannie, man. We know. Yes. But Jeannie isn't a Disney princess, technically. That's true. But, we're not going to be there. Kevin says, I'm old enough to know who she is without watching the show. Old enough to have Tabitha Stevens as a friend. See? He gets the fringe benefits of the comic book convention life. Smart man, leaving it up to us to determine how sheer that top is. Yes. And we'll see how the shading goes, and we'll see how the coloring goes a little bit later on too. So that we'll see how that ends up looking at the end. Ken Zazer says, Barbara Eden is so scandalous with her belly button. I know, with the belly button. Jasmine's hips don't lie. Oh my goodness. Ken says, Tabitha Stevens, the porn star? Wrong one. Kevin Green says, but Jasmine isn't a genie unless Mr. Robbins, who gets that reference, altered her clothes to reveal as much as possible. This is true. Ken Albury says, now I'm embarrassed. I'm wearing that exact same outfit. I hate it when that happens. Ken says, TSOTG is my internet name. I use it, stands for the Stay on Target Guy. That is absolutely correct. Platinum says, okay, so it's kind of the Star Wars thing then. It is absolutely the Star Wars thing. All right, cool. I'm glad I caught up with that a little bit. Let me see. Gosh, should I do the bottle or should I do the genie lamp? Wow, now that's a conundrum. So I need to, if I draw that, I'm going to put that in the front. So let me tell you what, I'm going to start drawing Nira first. Since we're kind of thinking about putting a little tiny I Dream of Jeannie right here. Let's draw Nira's face first. And I think that'll give us enough room to do what the paper gods want us to do. And then we'll see how the spacing all works out. Have Nira looking at either the genie lamp or the I Dream of Jeannie bottle, because her lamp looks more like a bottle, doesn't it? It looks way more like a bottle. I think if we're gonna have Barbara Eden coming out of her bottle, coming out of her lamp. Maybe we should try to style it close to what her lamp looks like. I think that would be fun. Here we go. We're going to have Nina looking at her all surprised. Probably surprised that she's so tiny. Put a little surprised expression on her face. Make sure we get nearest Delta in here. We don't want her getting mad at us. Make sure we get some hair on her head. She ain't gonna be bald. I always like playing around with Nira's hairstyle. I feel like she likes to change it, modify it, augment it all the time. All right. So I want to make sure I get her face and her expression in here first, and then we can draw in the bottle over here. I think we'll have enough room to do that. I gotta put a nice, good, sharp point on this if we're gonna draw a little tiny I Dream a Genie. But I think we can do it. I think we can do it, man. Let's see, let me scroll back up a little bit, make sure I didn't miss too much. This comment still gets me, Ken. That's my comment of the evening. All right, Ken says that or the Son of Thy God. Kevin says, Bill, that TSOTG Nira in a 90 needs to be colored. I'll keep you on target. Oh, it'll keep you on target. I got you. I remembered that one. That's a classic one. That's a classic one from back in the day. Yeah, little tiny genie. Yeah. But if you think about it, that's her normal size. True. Ken Prime is Jesus. Marvel Jesus. Totally. No, Jesus, just the son of everyone's God. Okay. Well, he can't be Marvel Jesus. That's true. That's taken. That is taken. Let's see. Heard some rumors. Platinum says, heard some rumors. Ryan might buy Marvel. Oh, there you go. Buy. There you go. That is an interesting rumor. And Ryan has money. He's got that kind of money sitting around. So like he's one of the world's most successful entrepreneurs with all of his little ventures. So he's got buy me money on him. So we'll see what happens. That'd be an interesting rumor. Wouldn't that be crazy? Oh, here you go. I didn't read Kevin's. I heard that too. And if Disney keeps effing things up, he's the man to make a buyout happen. That's true. That's true. I don't think you want Elon buying it. I think if Ryan bought it, that would make me a lot more comfortable if that were to actually take place. Platinum says he made a lot of money from business ventures. Yeah, for sure. Yep. Richard Fisher, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Let's see. Have I Dream of Genie hold Genie's lamp. We might actually have I Dream of Genie like coming out of the lamp somehow, or sitting on the lamp, or I think we're gonna have her under somewhere. I'm sort of figuring out how to put those two elements together because we want to have a little tiny genie, but we also want to have the lamp in there so you can see it. Kevin says Nira's looking at that like what in the world? I swear I encounter the strangest things as I jump through this odd multiverse. That's true. That's her life too. Her hair adapts to the situation she's in. I agree with that. Platinum says, is it still a multiverse or is it singular now? Well, the multiverse still exists, but I'm going to try and keep her stories and keep the storytelling involving Nira more compartmentalized. I don't want her to bounce. Actually, no, bouncing between, as long as it's a different place and not, I just wanted to steer away from too much time travel. I think is where I was kind of getting into a writing thing, because we've done so many iterations of Nira for different publishers and different stories that keep on going in just like crazy directions, which Nira's book doesn't take itself too seriously. So I mean, we could bounce around and have adventures all day long. It's all well and good. We have a fun time either way. But for the time being, everything's kind of taking, as far as her book is concerned, her stories all take place in the one reality, unless I have some kind of crossover with some other company book or something like that. But the multiverse is still out there. It still exists. So it's not like it was wiped out or eradicated or anything like that. She's just kind of trying to consolidate and keep things in a place where it makes more sense. It doesn't get confusing. That way people that haven't read the book before, they can pop in anytime and it's like it won't be all confusing. Kevin says, why is Genie doing a pole dance as he emerges from the bottle? That's actually pretty good. Christopher, what's up, dude? Says, looking awesome. Thank you, dude. Glad you're hanging out with us. Kevin says, I thankfully own that TSOTG 90 art. I'm glad it is in safe hands. Nira is thinking, why is every universe I jump into, I never have any underwear? That's a sci-fi rule. That's a sci-fi rule. Ken says, I know, Kevin. Girl, he owns that piece. Blame George Lucas for that, Nira. This is true. It's George's fault. He said chicks don't wear bras in space. His exact words. Grins, right place, right time. Let's see. Platinum says we need a dark Frank Miller type Nira X reality. Yeah, you know what? We should play around with something like that. We got a lot of ideas coming up. We got a lot of cool stories coming up for next year. Like, so a lot of things are actually already in progress. Yeah, exactly. Yep, I agree with you. Yep. Yeah, we need to have one like that, like a dark, gritty cyberpunk kind of, back to Mecca, New York, which is kind of her origins. It's kind of going back to basics, which I'm not going to ruin it for you, but there's some things happening. So I'll leave it at that. Platinum says Nira can start breaking the fourth wall and has Bill to give her some undies. I refuse. No, not made of sandpaper. All right, let me see. Let me get my reference back up so I see. You see our girl. Let me sharpen this pencil up, because Genie is going to be tiny, so I've got to have her. She's going to be a tiny one. So let's do that. Let me bring the camera in, because drawing tiny Barbara Eden is going to be a challenge. but it'll be fun. I got quiet because I'm looking over here at my reference. I want to make sure I get her little her headdress and her headscarf, you know, kind of accurate. That way you know who she's supposed to be. Of course, the rest of her outfit's going to be all skimpy, so she's going to be our version of I Dream of Jeannie. Look at that! Look what the pencil did, traitor. Trying to keep a really sharp point on this thing, so it's bound to be easier to break. There we go. We're doing okay. Yeah, she might actually be squeezing out of this bottle. I'm sort of whatever looks the most natural while I'm drawing her, sort of letting the pencil tell me what to do right now. Sometimes you gotta listen to the pencil. She's coming out like, what's up? Her little vest coat is like kind of sexy, especially when there's nothing underneath it. There we go. All right, this is kind of funny. Like, how'd she get through there? There we go. We're getting closer. It's like boing. All right, got ourselves a little tiny genie. All right, we got to figure out the rest of Nira here. And this pencil is just about giving up the ghost. So it looks like I'm going to switch to a different one. Let me see if I got another one right here. Thanks to you guys, I can actually afford to buy more pencils. All right, now we're good. Look at it. Look at this. Yes. All right, let me see what we got here. Got this. What direction do we want to go? right. We'll get this figured out. See how Nier is going to be inside this frame here. There we go. All right, let me see where you guys are at. Oh, I actually missed quite a few. I mean, I'm scrolling up here. It's like I don't recognize enough of these. Okay, blame George Lucas. That's where we're at. Fourth wall, gritty. Fatang! Hello, Fatang. Glad you're hanging out with us. You see, we're having some somewhat, a little bit of Disney princess fun. Even though there's only one Disney princess in this pic right now. Ken says, sandpaper, that's why she's always trying to take them off. Yes. Platinum says, we do need to use time traveling one more time to go back and make sure Nira and Snowman never meet and hook up. I was so angry. Yeah, we might make that happen. I wouldn't mind changing some of that history. That's fine. Kevin says, as I said earlier, less is more. This is true. Maybe I'll just put some little cyber skin on Nira and just keep her very minimalistic. That could be a thing. Ken Zazer says, Snowman, I thought it was Vortex she had hooked up with. Well, technically, yeah, it was Vortex. But, because the Snowman books, all those characters are all interconnected. That's back when we were kind of crossing over a lot of our characters. When we were over at Avatar Press and our characters were crossing over with each other. Kevin says, wow, Jeannie has got herself some hips. I know, her hips are definitely not lying. Holy crap. And I don't know how she got through that bottle. But let me put some highlights on this because it is a bottle. There we go. There we go. Just make sure I got a couple little highlights and things. There we go. Make it more Genie-esque. Platinum says it was in a Snowman book. Not sure. Don't have it handy. Yeah, I think it was in an issue of Snowman, but it was Vortex, yeah, that she was hooking up with. Kevin says, such a tight squeeze that the clothes are torn off. Platinum says maybe Snowman was an ad. Can't remember. Well, yeah, it's what I said before. All those characters were all crossing over and stuff. So, Mighty Geek, what's up? Glad you're hanging out with us. Mighty Geek says, you forgot the smoke when she comes out of the bottle. Oh, dude, Sam, there you go. There's a little detail. I need that detail in there for sure. And make the smoke a little like mystical with little. Don't just make it like normal smoke. It's got to be smoke with little weird things to it. Good call and good catch. There we go. Let me finish the rest of Nira's hair. Nira's hair should be falling out this way. Here we go. Yeah, the smoke is a good catch. She definitely has to have the smoke. Doesn't look quite right without the little genie smoke when she's coming out. Thank you for that. That's a classic detail. That's a classic detail. There we go. Now we're getting. Here we go. I'll line this up a little bit. That way you can see. Or maybe I'll line it up like this so that way you can kind of see better. There we go. All right, cool. Yeah, thanks, Mighty Geek. Platinum says, let's see, I have the book in a drawer. Let's see. Hey, I think in this convoluted universe, Nira may have hooked up with lots of people. You never know. She's been a mercenary for a long time, so she does what she wants. She does do what she wants. Now, I don't think she hooked up twice. I think it was just that one time. Because it wasn't terribly long after that we stopped publishing with Avatar. I kind of don't remember the timeline, but I don't remember them hooking up more than once. Kevin says, "Look, a belly button." That's right. Big trouble, man. Big 70s trouble. Got that exposed belly button. Platinum says, someone called the Comics Code Authority post haste. Stat. Kevin says, now my mind's thinks Nira is thinking, and I thought Japan had some tight living conditions. I know, right? It's post-Halloween. Giving up the ghost is about right. Ken says, yeah, she faced off against Snowman, but I don't think she hooked up with Snowman. No, not with actual Snowman proper. Yeah, Snowman is just the monster, so yeah, she hooked up with the Vortex character. Platinum says, oh, and could you give Kat a good talking to? She's refusing to post that Bouzette piece. Makes me cry. Okay, I'll let her know. As soon as she gets home, she is running some errands right now, but I will let her know when she gets back that she needs to take care of that post haste. Because she was talking about, I don't know why she hasn't posted that yet. Ken Albury says, Halloween is indeed over. I suppose it is appropriate to trade my Amish Nira request for a turkey suit Nira. Okay, that's 2 points. You get 2 points for that one. That's good. Platinum says, don't make me buy a digital copy. Dang it. Kevin says, yeah, I think Nira is a bit too hot for someone so frigid. This is true. You say turkey suit, I think Pugsley and the Addams Family. Oh no. Some person, what's up? Glad you're hanging out with us. That's cool. Very cool. Some person says the background could use a cloud of smoke that looks vaguely like the other genie. Yeah. I think once we have the characters in place, I think maybe the negative spaces in between, we'll try to add some smoke, maybe some like little sparklies or some little stars or something. Get that little magic smoke back there, kind of take up that space. And the bewitched witch wondering why she's there. Oh, that would be a good crossover. That would be. Kevin says, just think of the background looking like the inside of the bottle, and they don't realize they got sucked inside. That's a good twist. Kevin says the contrast to expressions on their faces. Nira is like, whoa, and Jasmine is like, I've seen this before. Some person says Jeannie is just glad to appear in anything now that she's out of work. Yeah, it has been a while. It's been a little while. Mighty Geek says, Bill, you're getting heavy-handed with your pencil. I know, and I keep busting this lead. The thing is, when I draw with this kind of, when I draw with these color pencils, these are Prisma color pencils, totally different experience than when I'm drawing with like a regular pencil, right? So it's like my body's like, it's like, oh, like how hard am I supposed to hold the pencil? And then I forget, and then hilarity ensues, apparently. But I really like the different workflows or the different effects that I get using the different tools. It really brings out something different in each piece. So I got Nira's Cyberskin kind of doing its thing because I want to keep her outfit like really minimal for obvious reasons. And on top of that, maybe she's like trying to decide what outfit to wear. She might be trying to change into a Genie outfit, but she has not quite decided yet. All right, so I got that going on. Maybe a little. Nira is always a little bit of this, a little bit of that. All right, cool. That sets her up in her spot. Now we still had the idea of trying to fit the Witchblade somewhere back here, because that was our combination. That's going back to the very first suggestion that we got in the chat, right when we first started the show. So seeing as how I have a little bit of room left over still, I think we're going to try and fit her back there, because why not? It's some random stuff. I like it. Some person says, Happy Turkey Month. Likewise, my good friend. Thank you so much. Canalbury says, risking running a bad gag into the ground, I would suggest Amish Nira hasn't hooked up with anyone. No, you kept it fresh enough. It was fresh enough for that one joke. It's good. That's good. Some person says, or Happy Stuff Yourself Month. Yeah, that's been actually I need to go on a diet, because I got to stop with the cookies and the sodas and I've been stuffing myself without any holidays pushing me along. Kevin says, so Amish Nira is Bill's version of Nice Pool. That actually kind of makes sense. That actually makes sense, yeah. Some person says, someone could be smoking a hookah from the Genie bottle. Yeah, that'd be funny. Mighty Geek says, Nira X as a pilgrim would be interesting. That would be. Especially because it is Thanksgiving month. That could be something. I might have to put a note or put a pin in that one for a piece that we do this month. That might be pretty fun. Platinum says Amish Nira can turn into her secret identity, Catholic schoolgirl Nira. Skirt included. I love it. Patang says, watching a quick video on how to transform my new Ectotron Transformers figure. Oh, dude, you got one of those? That's awesome, dude. Ectotron. I think I saw they made like a Knight Rider one, right? Are you going to take all the classic 80s cars and make them Transformers? Because I'm kind of on board with that. Ken says, or skirt missing, either way. Platinum says, the skirt is part of the kink, Ken. It's part of the thing, dude. Pilgrim X versus Scott Pilgrim. I know. Kevin says, if you have to watch a video, it's too complicated. Send it to me. And it must be plaid. Yes, absolutely. 100% agree with you. If it's going to be a skirt, it has to be plaid. With the white stockings and the black heels, you know where we're going. You know what bus we're getting on. Some person says Nira could be a Navajo. Christopher says, question, is there more artwork of Nira? Is there more artwork of Nira? there's more artwork coming. There's more available artwork that's going to be up on the online store at billmouse.com. But I haven't put it up yet. And November should be a fairly busy month. So I'll be posting some new artwork either on my Facebook page for sale as far as like stuff that's available, and I'm also going to be putting new stuff hopefully in the next week or so up on the online store, so that way you can get hopefully get a nice little fix of new Nira X artwork. Vatang says never. Navajo? You mean not a hoe? She is not, but she is only mostly chaste. Of course, yeah. I know how to read. I know words. Sometimes I read words weird because I don't have an editor. Some person says, "Think of all the corn humor." Ken Zazer says she's not a hoe. We had just established that she only hooked up once. This is true. This is what we've currently established. But okay, let's see about putting the Witchblade back here and seeing how this piece is going to get wrapped up. Been doing pretty good with this piece. This is a beautifully random piece of artwork. You guys make me proud. I love it. All right, let's see where we could put Witchblade back here. And Witchblade is going to be like, what's going on? I thought I was in my comic book elsewhere. She's going to have a little confused look on her face. Sarah Pizzini, the Witchblade. I've always liked Witchblade. I mean, for all the obvious reasons, but I've also always liked Witchblade. She always takes me back to when Image first formed back in the 90s. That whole era was good stuff. And just think, pretty soon we're going to be doing Christmas themed stuff. But you know what? Not until Thanksgiving is all done with. I mean, we could draw whatever we want, really. I think what I'm saying is, within myself, I'm just not going to play any Christmas music until Thanksgiving is done with. I think that's the only thing that's bothering me right now. It has nothing to do with artwork. Yeah, I like the way that's coming out. That's good. All right. Just want to make sure I get that little bit done so I can figure out how to do the rest. I think I scrolled up enough, I think. All right, some person says, let's see, it could have frontier stuff. Davy Crockett Nero. Yeah, we're going to do a straight up, like a total Thanksgiving Nero X piece. Nero as a pilgrim, maybe Nero with a Davy Crockett kind of background. That all sounds, it actually sounds pretty fun. All right, let me just finish this little bit of her hair. That way I can figure out where this is going, and then I'll take a little peek back into the chat. Have to make sure I put some little highlights and stuff on there. Little shines on the skin and stuff. There we go. Got a little start on that. Let's see where we're at here. Johnny Appleseed. Ken Albury says, I fear the Christmas season. The ho-ho-ho jokes are coming. Yes, they are. Platinum says, Santa scribe with a bunch of cyber angels in his lap. Oh, my gosh. Put a pin in that one, because that's a possibility. Here, let me sharpen the old pencil again. I don't want to read this, because I feel like I need to sing it. Like, Nero Crockett, Queen of the Wild Frontier. No, she's not going to die in Texas. Now I want to rewrite the song with Nero references. T. Alamo killed her a bear when she was only 3. I know, go full pagan 100%. No, Nero never dies. She just pops up into another timeline. Yeah, that's part of her thing. It's her gift. It's her curse. Happy Festivus. Yeah, Krampus scribe. The aluminum pole is for dancing. Odin Claus. I like that idea. Oh my god. Oh, Christopher says Godzilla Day. Yes. I'm all for Godzilla Day. Odin Nero chasing people in her flying sleigh. Hey, Cat's back. Hey, Cathy.
Hi. People are crazy on the road.
People are driving crazy on the road.
Yes.
I'm catching up on the comments so I can be up to date. So I can be up to date with the stuff. With the Kevin Green says, does the aluminum pole have red and white stripes? Oh my gosh, there you go. Why did I think about doing that? I mean, for a Christmas piece, obviously, we're gonna have to have a pole that's with red stripes. That's too good to not do. Ken says Thanksgiving Piece could have Native American Cyber Angel in it too. That's true. We actually have not used her over the years. We've only had her in a couple of pieces. Chief Nira. Platinum says you missed some good stuff, like I think the Thanksgiving Piece for this month. Bareback riding a wild Godzilla. I'll do it. I mean, don't tell me I won't. Let's see, after the Navajo. Okay, I got you. I'll have to scroll up. I have to scroll up a little bit. Some person says, tried wife Nira roasting a giant turkey she had to kill with glorious battle. Dealing with Muppets. More like a celebrity chef. Fatang says, and done. Pretty easy transformation when you know how to do it. He's really tall. I gotta see pictures of that. I gotta see pictures of the Ectotron. Christopher says, who is the character that is Witchblade? Some person says hello to Cat. Hello, Cat.
Hello. Hi.
She says hello. Thank you, some person. Christopher is asking who the character of Witchblade is. You have to look at, have to Google up Top Cow Comics and Image Comics, and just type in the word Witchblade, and you should get a Wikipedia thing about her. She's a cool character. Looks vaguely similar to this chick that I'm drawing right here. She's got this cool gauntlet that kind of like envelops her body with this outfit. There's demons involved. There's a supernatural element involved. Complicated little story, but I think you might like it. I think you might like it a lot. I like her organic armor. But you know me, I like my cyber skin too. So it's like I'm a big fan of the organic armor motif. Put some little magical clouds back here. Now this will get colored up and put onto our Patreon page. So when that happens, it'll be really cool to see, because the background with the clouds and stuff, like it'll be like, you know, like purple magic-y kind of genie clouds, you know. That'll be pretty dope. Nice. All right, let me see where we're at here. Ken Albury says, Odin is Santa Claus in the Dresden Files series of novels. I did not know that. I remember watching, there was a show, The Dresden Files, right? But I never read the novels. But that's a cool idea. That's really cool. Some person says Santa is a combo of a Catholic saint and Odin the Allfather. I could see that. Yeah, I could see where that would be the case. The sleigh came from Odin, where he was hunting hapless victims once a year. Oh my God. That's a good combination. Kevin says that native cyber angel needs a name, don't you think? We do. We do need to name her, and we need to have her actually make more appearances, because gosh, she made her first appearance back in the day, you know, and she still hasn't been in the book. So we have to do something about that. Some person says, now I'm thinking of hoe cakes. They're like Johnny Cakes, but a different name. Ken Zazer says, oh, Santa's elves could be all the cyber angels. They could be making toys. Kevin says, we still need a Nira and her Cyberskin versus Sarah and the Witchblade. That would be a fun bit of business to do. That would. Mighty Geek says Nira X wins a bet with Red Sonja. You know what? A Nira X Red Sonja piece would be dope. That would be super fun. Yeah, Sarah Pizzini. Yep, absolutely. The Witchblade. Yep. Pizzini. Nira versus Sarah, we all win. Yes, I totally agree. Some person said Witchblade. Wait, was I bought out by Disney? That is the look on her face. Oh my god. It's like, oh crap. Like Disney was buying pretty much everything there for like 2 seconds. They're still freaking buying things. It wouldn't be surprising. It's got to be an actual fear. Kevin says, yep, we are winners and watchers as we look forward to who comes out on top. Oh, that would make a good Club Corrupt exclusive. Sarah Panini, the Sandwich Blade. God, please let me remember that you said that, because I might have to make a whole book on that. That's funny. I know, I'm going to write it down. I hope I don't have to give you a nickel every time I say that out loud. You don't have a trademark on that, do you? I'll have to credit you if I ever make a story out of that. This was Ken Albury's idea. It was too good. Cheyenne is a good name. Let me put a note in that too. Thank God these are actually recorded, because I can rewind and I can get back to it. So, Argo Comics, Dan, what's up, dude? Dan says there was a Witchblade TV show, but I didn't see much of it. Yeah, you know what? I didn't like the armor that they chose to use for the TV show. They just used like some old 18th century, armor, instead of like making it the she wears the gauntlet, and the armor is supposed to be all organic and like hugging her body and stuff in different ways, like to make all the shapes and stuff. But yeah, I didn't watch. And the thing is, the actress that they got to play it back then, she was like one of the it girls back then. Like I would have definitely watched every single episode of that show if if like the design on the costume was different, But I saw a couple episodes here and there. I wanted to get behind it, but they kind of took a different approach to it. Like the whole show is kind of like not really like the comic book. Platinum says is a good name for the Cyber Angel. Yeah, no, Cheyenne. Yeah, for sure. In fact, I'm going to ask Kat to remember that for me. Can you write that down for me? Cheyenne is a good name.
What?
Can you write down the name Cheyenne?
Cheyenne.
Yeah. It was suggested by Platinum. Hey, Platinum, if we name her Cheyenne, it's like you're gonna know that you're the reason. That character's been a long time coming. Let's see. Kevin says, now I think I want to watch Violent Night again. I know, right? It's a perfect time to watch it right now. You're right in between. Like Halloween just ended. Christmas is just around the corner. This is the time to watch it. If you're going to watch it. Cool. Kevin says, that's a good first name. Red Feather as the last name. Possibility? That is a possibility. Can you write down Red Feather?
Oh my god.
Sorry, Kat's only trying to finish coloring. I'm asking her to write things down for me. She's coloring like a 100-page graphic novel for a company right now, so she's a little busy.
And I was like, I don't have the context of what you're reading, so I'm like, okay, they're just called names.
Platinum says, how about Nira as Bruce Willis in Die Hard? Yeah, that whole situation. I love Die Hard, dude. Ken says, you can call the native Cyber Angel Spread Eagle. But I'm dumb. Oh my gosh.
But no.
I know, right? I know, but actually, he did type it.
Oh, thank you.
TSS. He did it. Then I will have two named Cyber Angels, Orchid and Cheyenne. That's true. Orchid was that's a name that you came up with too. That's right. We got big plans for Orchid. That's going to be a good story element that you'll see come out. Hopefully 2025 is going to be a lot of fun, dude. It's going to be a lot of fun. Here, let me put in some little white highlights here. Some person says you could do You do an out of copyright bonanza. Have a drawing with Pooh and Steamboat Mickey Mouse. Yeah. That's my greatest lifetime achievement. Ha ha ha. The naming. Nearest stuck in a honey pot for sure. Cheyenne Red Feather. Let's share. Well, I tell you what, it's let me see, what have we been doing? We're about an hour and a half. I'm gonna put some white highlights and sketch just a little bit more on the piece, but I'm also gonna go ahead and open it up for auction. Just in case anybody would like to auction on the piece, would like to bid on the piece to win the piece in tonight's auction. This is what we like to do with every episode of this particular show. I do go online and just kind of like draw and just show you what I'm working on in a moment. But for the shows like this, where we actually come up with ideas together, we like to auction these pieces off to one lucky winner, and hopefully the lucky winner will be you. So I'm adding some white highlights and stuff. The only thing that I ask is when you put up a number for bid, that you just write the word bid next to your number. That way we all know that it's a serious bid, and the bidding number can start anywhere. It's that's the fun of it. It's like the whole reason to do this is really just to hang out and do something fun together. So the auction is the time we get to do kind of like crazy stuff like this. So let me see. Let me just add some little highlights here, and I'll start paying attention to the chat just in case anybody wants to bid on the piece. I appreciate you guys. So I want to make sure there's some nice little shinies on her skin. And like I said, this is definitely going to get colored up online so that everybody can download a full color version of it. It takes a little while, but we eventually get around to it. All right. I see some bids there. Let me put the camera just a little bit closer to the art. Let me see. Let me turn it this way. I have to turn it side. Look, it's porn. Okay, no, it's there we go. Put it like this. Kevin's in the room with a $1 bid. Thanks, Kevin. Always getting things going. Thank you, sir. Kevin says 1.21 gigawatts. Platinum with a $2 bid. Thanks, dude.
Two whole
smackaroonies. But we gotta get it started. We start from the bottom. That's what we do. Some person says Paul Bunyan Nera. Oh gosh, that would be fun. When she tripped, her breast created the Great Lakes. Platinum average. That's actually 100% more bid than the first bid. So yes, I will give you credit, my good sir. Ken says, I really shouldn't bid. I spent a good chunk of my fun money this week already. All good, dude. We're all here to hang out. Mighty Geek says $3. Ken Albury is back in the house with $4. Ken says, no, $10. But Kevin is too late with $5. So it's back to Ken. Ken Albury says $11. Ken bid correctly. $12 for platinum. Kevin says 13. Ken says 14. Some person is like, are you guys bidding per inch of paper? Platinum says 15. Platinum was first with the 15. Chris says, nah. Chris says 16, man. I'll hook this up. I'm going to hook this up. Ken was too late with his 16 comeback. Chris says 17. I can hear Ken emptying his piggy bank. Platinum says 1850 bid. All right, Kevin. Chris was in here with 19. Kevin came back with 20. Ken Zazer goes, $30 bid. You people with your one at a time. Ken Albury's back with 31. Thanks, dude. Chris Dehan in the room with 32. Kevin says, no, 34 and a half, my friend. 34 and a half. Well, I'll tell you what, my clock says 11:27 right now. We're only going to let this go for 3 more minutes of bidding mayhem. Thunderdome. So we'll let it go till exactly 11:30, and then we'll do a little 10-second countdown. And that would be good. And that'll be our evening. That'll be our Thunderdome evening. No, Ken Zazer says, no, $40 bid. I'm in the room for 40. Show you guys what's up. I'll show you guys what for. What fur? There we go. Let me turn it this way. Let me turn it this way. There we go. Mighty Geek says the Bitter Dome. I know, right? 11 people enter, 1 man leave. All right, Ken's in a room for 40 for our piece of the evening, our post-October, post-Halloween, pre-Thanksgiving artwork for the evening, our November 2nd live auction. All right, got a little less than 2 minutes left. Platinum says, gee, and I had to bid myself up last week. You see what happens? What for? Near-end crew, that for? Ken Albury says, I forgot to confirm that my commission payment went through okay. I think it did. I think everything was cool. Yeah, it's, if I remember correctly, yes, everything is totally fine with that. We'll go back up here to Ken, so I don't have to scroll up too far, just to make sure we have a 40 bid from Ken. Thank you, Ken. Less than a minute. Almost time for the 10-second countdown. I'll get my little keyboard ready. For those of you that wonder how I do the 10-second countdown, basically I go off of the chat that's on our YouTube channel. If you're in the live chat that's on the YouTube channel, I type in the 10 seconds there. So if you're going to snipe and you happen to be on the Facebook channel, sometimes it doesn't sync up quite right. So you might be a little late on there. Chris Dehan in the room with 41. Thanks, Chris. Kevin is back with 42. He says no. Thanks, Kevin. You're awesome, dude. 40, and he adds the word bid later. It's all good, all good. 42 bid. Platinum says, I still have marks from punching myself about it. All right, officially 11:30. We're going to start the 10-second countdown. Kevin Green, you're in the room with 42 right now. Chris is in the room with 43. All right, we're in here for 43. I'm starting to count down. And basically, I just type in the next number as quickly as the field lets me. So that when the field lets me go, Kevin Green back in the house with $45. Going with 7, 6, 5. Ken Zazer in the house with 45, but Kevin was in here first. Keeping an eye on it this time. Keeping an eye on it. Here we go. 5, 4, 3. The Bitter Dome. 2. Kevin Green. Look at you, bro. Kevin Green's in the house with 50. We're at the 2 mark. Counting down, continuing. Kevin Green's in the house with 50. Thank you, Kevin. 1. Typing in the 000s to make sure that we're sold. And all right, no snipes. I'm not looking at any snipes. Kevin Green, dude, thanks, bro. Please congratulate Kevin. Kevin is in the house with 50 for Kevin. There we go. Write that down right there. Let me put my keyboard back down over here where I could see it. There we go. I have the artwork there so that way everybody can see it. Thanks, Kevin. You're awesome, dude. Kevin says, thank you very much. Platinum says, congrats. Chris Dehan says, nice one. Fatang says, congrats. Fatang says, one of these days I'm going to bid. Kevin says, now, Bill, we'll have to do some erasing, right? There's definitely going to be a nude mod of the piece because it's Kevin's piece. Thank you so much, Kevin. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me. It's like I really do have a lot of fun on Saturdays hanging out with everybody. And we're going to make sure that we plan. Let me look at my calendar real quick. I want to make sure that next Saturday is still free and clear. Sometimes things do come up and I completely forget what's going on. All right. Yeah, we're going to be here next Saturday, 10 o'clock Standard Eastern Time, to do our live chat jam show again. Ken says, your Halloween decorations were awesome, by the way. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I was sharing some pictures on the old Facebook machine. Yeah, we had a smoke machine. We had some noise. We had a red lamp. We dressed up pretty good. Kevin said, Bill knows what the best things in life are. Man, you guys are awesome. I live for you guys. All right, man. Well, I tell you what, we're going to call it a night. Thanks again for hanging out here. I know my outro is getting old, but it's almost Christmas. And my outro contains this whole Santa Claus silliness. So I'm going to keep that until Christmas is done with, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and play that out. You guys, please enjoy the rest of your weekend. And hopefully maybe we'll see some random live streams throughout the week. But that's just me working on stuff and books and deadlines and stuff like that. But hopefully we'll see you guys again next Saturday, 10 o'clock Standard Eastern Time, PM, all that good stuff. And we'll see you then. Everybody stay safe. Have a good one, everybody.
Good night, Seattle.